Pelosi freaks out in interview. Her crazed ranting as people questioning her sanity. Congresswoman Nancy Pelosi has led the Democrat Party in the U.S. House since 2007 when she became the first female Speaker of the House. However, members of her party are beginning to question Pelosi's leadership given their consistent Democrat losses at the ballot box. According to the Free Beacon, Pelosi on Tuesday made remarks suggesting that Republicans want to put DACA beneficiaries, often referred to by Democrats as dreamers, in internment camps similar to the ones in which Japanese Americans were lodged during World War II. Is that sickening? House Minority Leader Pelosi was addressing the Congressional Asian Pacific American Caucus. She used the opportunity to praise DACA beneficiaries and to express disapproval of the Trump administration's decision to rescind the Obama-era DACA program. DACA, established by Obama via executive order after he failed to convince Congress to pass his DREAM Act amnesty, shields individuals who illegally entered the country as minors from deportation and provides them with eligibility for a work permit. As Christian News Alerts reported, Trump rescinded DACA on the grounds of the order being unconstitutional. Chief of Staff and former Secretary of Homeland Security John Kelly explained that DACA's unconstitutional nature made it indefensible in court. Kelly wrote, "Every DOJ and DHS lawyer says DACA is unconstitutional. Every other legal scholar, right and left, says the same thing. Trump didn't end DACA, the law did." Nevertheless, Trump's decision gives Congress 6 months to legalize DACA. The president himself has indicated he would be willing to sign a bill allowing DACA beneficiaries to remain in the country, writing on Twitter, "Congress now has 6 months to legalize DACA, something the Obama administration was unable to do. If they can't, I will revisit this issue." Congress now has 6 months to legalize DACA. There you go. If they don't do it, he will revisit it. Pelosi told her audience that Americans owe the dreamers for Pelosi failing to pass legislation allowing DACA beneficiaries to stay in the U.S. would be akin to the federal government's placement of Japanese Americans in internment camps during World War II. The House Minority Leader said a week and a half ago, "I was in Chicago and I saw this art exhibit that I was invited to see. It's called 'And Then They Came for Me,' and it's about the internment of the Japanese American patriots in our country who were interned into camps during World War II while their family members were fighting for freedom for America and for the world in World War II. And now they're coming for the dreamers. This is something we owe these dreamers for their patriotism, their courage, their optimism to come forward, but it's about America too." Pelosi claims to want to pass a bill favorable to the Democrats as quickly as possible. "We want to do it within 6 weeks, and hopefully we can by supporting the DREAM Act that is the House and the Senate." That's in the House and the Senate. As the Huffington Post reported, Pelosi came to have President Trump's support for the DREAM Act, which is now being revisited in Congress. "Obviously, it has to be bipartisan," Pelosi asserted. "The president supports that. He would sign it, but we have to get it passed." Immigration could prove to be a divisive issue in Congress. Although establishment Republicans express support for Democrat plans to legalize DACA, amnesty remains highly unpopular with the GOP base. But what she's saying here is totally insane. I mean, that they're going to put them in internment camps. I mean, I'm all for what Trump said. He turned it around and put the blame on Congress. Okay, if you want to approve it, then he will revisit it if they don't agree to it. But again, you have to follow the law. And Pelosi is scaring people into thinking that they're going to be put into internment camps. She should be put in a jacket that buttons in the back in one of those nut houses. That's where she belongs. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.